Maggie, I'm really upset that you have to leave. I really don't like being alone, and I'm nervous to go through therapy alone. Is there any way you could postpone your work trip, or maybe could somebody else fill in for you?
Mom, I know this is tough, and I'm always here for you even when I'm away. I'm not able to postpone the trip, but I really do want to know how you're doing throughout this whole process.
Hello, Mrs. Clark. My name is Julia, and I will be your occupational therapist today. How are you feeling?
Hi, I'm okay. Not really my best, and my hip has been hurting me a lot today, and I'm feeling pretty anxious.
I'm really sorry to hear this. In therapy today, I'll be able to address the pain that you're experiencing from your hip replacement. Who do you have with you today?
This is my daughter Maggie. She's leaving today for a business trip, and this is the first time I'll be without her for a few months at a time. She's my only daughter, so I'm feeling really uneasy about going through this process alone. Please, Maggie, are you sure that you can't stay here with me?
Mrs. Clark, I recognize how hard the situation is for both of you, and I understand how scary it can be to feel alone. I know that this can be really stressful. Maggie, is there another time that you'd be able to discuss your mother's treatment? I know you have to leave for the airport soon, but I also understand the importance of including you in Mrs. Clark's treatment.
Yes, of course I can. Even though I will not be in the United States, I will still have normal cell service and communication through email.
With Mrs. Clark's permission, I would love to keep in contact with you regularly via email. I also think it would be great if I could FaceTime you into some of our therapy sessions. Mrs. Clark, would you feel more comfortable knowing that Maggie will be involved in some of our therapy sessions together?
I think that sounds great. I'm really glad that we were able to come up with a solution to this problem. I think I'll be able to move forward in therapy knowing that Maggie will be up to date on my treatment and progress.
Mom, I know that you're going to make such great progress here, and it sounds like you're in really good hands. Unfortunately, I am going to have to leave to catch my flight now.
Before you go, could you please write down an email address and phone number for me to contact you at? I will provide a consent form for Mrs. Clark to sign, and then after that, I will be able to update you on all of our sessions together.
Yes, of course. Bye, Mom. Take care, and we'll be in touch very soon.
Okay, bye. Have a safe flight, and let me know when you land.
All right, Mrs. Clark. Now that we have this plan in place, would you like to begin by discussing some goals for therapy?
Well, one thing that I've been having a lot of trouble with recently is getting dressed in the morning.
Okay, that is a great place to start. I have a dressing tool right here, so we can begin with that.
Not really sure I'm ready for this today. There's been a lot going on, and I'm still a little uneasy about going through this alone.
Mrs. Clark, I am confident that you're going to get through therapy and regain your independence. Your daughter will still be very involved in your care. It seems like you have a great support system and family to help you through your treatment. Mrs. Clark, I'm so sorry to see that you're upset. Is there another reason that you're not feeling up to therapy today?
My husband recently passed away, and he was really my biggest support system. I know I have my daughter here to help me, but she's busy with work, and I fear that I have nobody to help me when I'm back home by myself.
I can't even begin to imagine how that experience must have been for you. From what you said, it sounds like your husband's support was really important to you. I'm really so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, not having his support now has been really challenging. I just don't think that I'll be able to live on my own with nobody to help me. My husband used to help me a lot at home, and I don't know what I'll do now that he's gone. He used to go outside and get the newspaper every morning, and every morning we would sit at the kitchen table and drink our coffee and read the paper. Now after my hip replacement, I won't be able to go outside and bend down to get the newspaper off the lawn on my own.
It sounds like getting the paper is a really meaningful activity for you and something you really enjoy doing with your husband. If you would like, in therapy together, we can explore different assistive devices that will allow you to get the paper independently. It is important to us that you are still completing things that are meaningful activities to you.
Oh, really? I would really like that. Would we be able to start with that today?
Absolutely. We can start by using a tool called a grabber. So with this tool, you'll be able to pick up things off the ground or that are out of your reach. So let's say this ball here is something like a newspaper that you run to pick up from outside. You would just place the grabber over the object like this, squeeze the handle, and lift it onto a surface or your lap that's nearby and level to you. Would you like to try? That's okay, just try again. Great job, Mrs. Clark. Would you like to try that standing up? You did such a great job. All right, 1 second. Let me place this down on the ground. And you can stand up. And now when you reach down, make sure that you bend from your knees and not your hips. Mrs. Clark, that was so great. You can have a seat. You did such a great job with that, Mrs. Clark. Now you can see that different equipment will help you performing the everyday tasks that are so important to you. How about next time you can think about other things that you would like to work on here, and you can write them down for me. And then we can start checking things off your list one by one during our sessions.
I really feel a lot better, and I'm starting to feel way more confident in therapy. I'm really looking forward to our other sessions together.
I'm so glad to hear that. We can continue working together to reach your goals and independence.